Alrighty guys, we are back with more Threefold Recital, where we're going to go to Toes Manor as Trirette. Let's go. My voice is a little bit on the downward spiral today, so my voice acting won't be as good as it was yesterday, which was already pretty terrible, so do forgive me. In a derelict temple in Zone 2 of the great metropolis Bluescales, there was a monk, a wolfling monk, by the name of Trirette. He enjoyed the simple and quiet way of life, meditation, reading, and on particularly lovely days, going out for a walk. On this fateful day, Tirette's pleasant walk led him to a grand manor, where he met a young friend and was caught in the middle of a curious event. Ugh. How long was I out, and where am I? Before anything, I should check this place out. Alright, we're in Toe's Manor. Toe is like a building family, so they've got all this shit around that they used to build. Let's have a look at the door straight away. It's bolted from the outside. Why am I not surprised? I remember now. I passed by this grand manor. Think the good folks inside wouldn't mind giving a meal to a poor wandering monk. I did get a meal, but then they beat me to a pulp and locked me up. What have I done to deserve this? What's that sound? Not this. Psst! Wolfie, are you there? Hey, I know that voice. You're the boy that gave me food this morning. Yep, that's me. Now, Wolfie, you've got to go, like now. A police officer is coming. Hold on. First of all, I need some answers. Where am I? This is our old warehouse, although no one uses it these days. Except sometimes they use it as a makeshift jail for naughty servants. You have warehouses and servants, huh? Why should I run? Surely an officer of law would hear an innocent monk out. Not this officer. He's on Dad's payroll and does whatever Dad says. Now Dad says you're a thief. Do you still count on him to hear you out? Dad? With these answers, let me think. I remember seeing a plaque with Toe's Manor written on it before coming in. Putting two and two together, this boy must be young Master Toe. You must be young Master Toe. Right, name's Toma. Tomato. You may call me Trirette, meaning 3 good jewels. Nice to meet you, Toma. It'll be so nice when the police officer is here. Quick, you're out of time. I see. Still, thank you. You're a very sweet boy, Toma. Just like your name. You're a fruit. Now, to get out of this room, one way or another, I've got to open this door first. Not that door. There are guards outside, or else I won't be talking to you on the roof. That makes sense. Wait, this hollow sound. Hey, Toma, beneath this floor, is there another room? What? Yeah, it's the cellar. Good. I'll get out through the cellar then. But that's hardwood floor, and beneath it, solid stone stabs. Don't worry, I'm pretty good at digging. Oh, I know that story. A wolf dug into the butcher's pantry and got killed and stuff. That is not a very helpful story. You suck, Toma. I said I'm good at digging, but the truth is a lot more complicated. See, I have this handy ability. When I hold my breath and focus really hard, I can see karma, the embodiment of cause and effect, manifested as fine lines tying all things in this world together. Yes, can see karma lines when I focus. No, just let me focus on the floor. The entire universe fades away, leaving only the one thing that I'm focusing on. Now I can see all karma lines tied to it. Green lines are integrity lines, the force of karma that keeps separate parts together as a unity. Even stone slabs disintegrate when I sever these lines. Focus and give it a try. Verily, that which appeareth singular is composed of myriad parts. Praise Buddha's wisdom. Without these integrity lines, a mountain is nothing but a giant heap of dust. I am gifted with the ability to not only see, but also sever karma lines. Now, let me just cut all integrity lines in the stone slabs. Alrighty, so first puzzle of many. Triratna has the ability to see and cut karma lines. This one's a little bit simple because we're just starting. But yeah, essentially you just cut through the light green ones first, and then the dark green ones will become light green, and you cut them away. And orange lines are trigger lines, so we don't want to cut the knots that hit them. So we don't want to cut this knot because it will cause that trigger line to be cut and be destroyed. Finally. So there's also another type of line, a fuse line, which means that if I don't cut this line prior, it'll just blow up and I'll lose. But yeah, let's just cut those two lines really fast and karma severed. Severed even. My English is not that great. That solves the stone slab problem. Now the hardwood. Hey, I just remembered something. Below you is the cellar, alright, but the cellar doesn't lead to the streets. So if I dig down, I'll need to find another way out of this huge maze of a manor, undetected. Exactly. It's not impossible, technically, you know? I'll pass. Being accused of theft is bad enough. If caught trespassing. Sorry, Wolfie. I'll work something out. We don't want to put all the blame on him. No sweat. Leave it to me then. There has to be different ways. What if you get out through this opening on the roof? That is way too high. Well, the staircase looks like it can be moved, so... Hey, wait, if I can climb this annoyingly tall shelf, then to the beam, that opening would be just one hop away. The question is, how do I get up the shelf? There must be a way. I should look for things related to the shelf. So you can have a look at things karma lines, and you can see that this has a karma line that points to those stairs I was mentioning earlier. Unlike integrity lines, these blue karma lines are infinity lines, indicating the relationship between things. Ah, I see. I was wondering how anyone could reach the top space of this shelf. It's way too tall. I see it's related to the stairs over there. That explains things. Okay, let's check those stairs out. So let's go over to the stairs. And there's a puzzle on the back. This pattern here. I see, it's a trademark of Lou's workshop. The 3 round slots beneath must be the key to activate it. I should ask Toma about it. Hey, Toma. Huh? These stairs are made by Lou's workshop. Do you know how to operate them? Whose workshop? Lou's, the machinery workshop in town. Pretty famous. They made these stairs. Machinery? Like automatons? There's a restaurant not far away. They have an automaton pulling noodles. You mean something like that? Not at all. This is a lot simpler. Sort of like a jigsaw puzzle. Or a lock and key. Yeah, lock and key is probably better. It's basically like lock and key. Yeah, that. You're looking for a key? Sort of. Products from Lou's workshop have their trademark on them. A squiggly symbol like a maze. Have you seen anything with that symbol elsewhere? Squiggly maze symbol, huh? Oh, yes. Our servants play chess and their chess box has a symbol like that on it. Hang tight, we'll be back in a sec. What a hasty young man. Little does he know, he's 18. Come to think of it, these slots are about the right size for chess pieces, indeed. Who uses that shelf? Servants, of course. Reasonably, they must have the key to operate these stairs. The boy could be right. And he's back. Guess who's back? That was quick. Here comes the chess box. Ah, you fucked up, man. Oops, sorry about that. I maybe can jump onto the beam and throw the box down. But his beard, no, I can't watch you kill yourself. I'll throw something up to knock it down. A couple of wooden balls with intricate engraving. For what purpose? Beats me. But maybe I can use them to get the chest box off the beam. Huh, these are polo balls. Dad plays with those with his buddies. You ride a horse and hit those balls with big ass sticks. Looks so cool. My brother and I wanted to try it too, but Dad said we were not old enough. Wow, you need a horse to play it? Expensive sport. Also, you shouldn't be riding on other animals. So, the sticks on the shelf for what? These, what's its name? Polo balls? Yep. There would be Carmelites pointing to horses if there were any inside. Then I'd be even more confused. Try hitting the chest box. Yeah, let's do it. Aim with mouse. Ah, shit. There we go. Oh, actually, we kind of want to aim it this way. Oh, no. There we go. Ah, didn't do it hard enough. There we go. Ugh. Nope, the balls won't do. They're not heavy enough. Wow, luckily there's a heavier ball over this way. Whoop. A large wooden ball, quite heavy. I suppose it's for playing with Skittles. Me and brother used to play Skittles with kids in the neighborhood. You know how Skittles pins are named? We scraped those names off and wrote beastling names instead. Hit the beasties. Ouch, I'm hit right in the feelings, bud. Oh, sorry, we never wrote wolfling on those pins, if that helps. Speaking of Skittles, I used to play it with my mountain buddies back in the day. Mountain buddies? Yeah, I was born in the mountain. Did you write like human names on your pins? No, we're not arseholes. Why would we? But now you've just given me a good reason. Should I throw the Skittles ball at the box? Sure, let's do it. So this should go much simpler because, you know, it's big. Oh. Ugh. There we go. Yes! There, got it. The box comes down with a loud crash, chess pieces flying every which way. Let's go find these chess pieces. So we only need 3 pieces, but which we can find with our karma. There we go. However, if we get all of them, then we get the special little bonus. A red pawn, a red chariot. So this is more shogi than actual chess. There we go, a black king. A red horse. I particularly like horse because it moves in diagonal lines, often catching my opponent off guard. Unfortunately, this one doesn't have any karma line attached. What were the other ones? Chariots are everyone's favorite because they can charge from end to end in one move. Pause is slow and it can only move forward. Blah, blah, blah. A black elephant or chancellor in some version of the game. These different pieces, different names can be very confusing sometimes. No karma line. A black cannon. That's called a trebuchet. No karma line. A red minister. There we go. There's another one. A black horse. And finally, the chess box. Here, a black pawn. Even a wolf has manners. I can't leave a piece behind. I should put the rest of the chess pieces away. There we go. Phew, that's much better. Now back to my real business. And that's another optional quest done. Now to actually solve the chess puzzle. There, all 3 pieces. Now put them into the slots and see what happens. This ability is seriously handy. It even tells me which piece goes into which slot. Lucky me. Boom. I have no idea what either of those pieces are. Even though I just said. Well, the stairs are suddenly growing push handles and wheels. Good. Push it over to the shelf. I think it always had wheels. It'd be weird if it just grew wheels, wouldn't it? This should be good enough. Well, neat. Come on, this is your home and your stairs. The rest is even enough. Up the stairs, onto the shelf, then the beam. Get out through the roof. My tone of voice is exactly the same as my Tratna voice. My Tyking voice, I just realized, but... Watch out, that thing doesn't stand very well. How did you know? There are two of them. My older brother used them for lifting workouts. I tried once, and the best I could do was push him over. Not your fault. Every strong man started from a wee boy. Hey, you mentioned you have an older brother? Right, 7 years older. He was the next head of house. Was? Yeah, Dad loves him a lot more. Wanted to give him the whole family business and all. Don't feel sad, Toma. Adults sometimes need to make hard decisions. There can only be one heir, and there are two of you. The fact that your dad chose the older one doesn't mean he loves him more. Yeah. My brother didn't want the business, though. He wanted to be an adventurer, to see the big, wide world. About 3 years ago, he left home and never came back. Probably doing adventure things somewhere. Being able to chase his dreams is a blessing. Heh, totally. I was jealous when he was home, feeling that he stole Dad from me. But afterwards, I'm starting to miss him. I'll do anything to have him back. Give him some time. The prodigal son always comes home. You can trust me on that. Thank you, Tratna. We haven't known each other for long, but you feel like an older brother to me. Call me brother if you want. I don't mind being your brother. It's the least I could do for the meal you gave me. And for trying so hard to get me out of this warehouse. Awesome. Earlier today you told me about your nightmares of being burned, drowned, buried alive. I believe they're the reflection of something deeper down inside, of real life problems. You could be right. I kind of want to talk to you about my problems, but that would be embarrassing. Why me? When adults have problems, they go to the temple and talk to monks, right? You're the only monk I can get to, Wolfie. A boy consulting a wolfling monk. That could make a great beginning for a fairy tale. I agree. I understand. We can have a long talk after I get out. Sure, great. Now I've got to stand this weight up. Done. Now jump up to the beam. Oh, so... Now I can go back to my real voice for a little bit. This is probably after I jump up out of here. We'll end the second episode, but thanks for watching. Let's do it now. Am I ready to release warehouse? Sure. I'll do the last bit of the dialogue. Give me your hand. I'll pull you up. With my weight, it's more like I'll pull you down. Okay, I'll make some space for you then. Huh? What's wrong? No, it's nothing. What is that? Oh no, red lines. That's why they did the warehouse accidentally form warning lines. On this end is the warehouse door. Warning lines indicate imminent events with powerful consequences. Essentially, they warn me of danger in the near future. I have no idea what exactly is going to happen, but by Buddha's teaching, I can't just leave it be. Better sever it before someone gets hurt. Tremble, evildoers, before your worst nightmare. I'm actually not going to do that voice for this character. Yikes, it's the officer. Get moving. Huh? But? Officer Nightmare, enforcer of the law, is here to save the day. What the rolling hell? Oh! The cause that is apparent giveth way to consequences unseen. Praise Buddha's wisdom. What's that sound? It's the sound of karma busy at work. Anyway, we should leave now. And with that, we're now outside in the home of the Inky Rich, Toes Manor. Phew, finally. Here, Triatna. Thank you, Toma. Don't mention it. Now, the next step. There's a huge crowd outside. Some police officers in uniforms. The rest might be servants. One dog officer. Well, lots of people. They must be attracted by the noise in the warehouse. None of them is looking up. Things will get really funny if I give them a shout. But his ears, no. My plan was to hop off the wall and make myself scarce, but I forgot your grand manor is protected by a big wide moat. Yeah, thieves these days, you can't be too careful. Although thieves did break in, without a note. What happened has been a very chaotic day so far, and I have a lot of catching up to do. Let's talk down there on this side of the wall. Can't just stand there. Sooner or later one of them will look up. Right. Ahem, welcome to our old yard. These parts are practically abandoned. No one ever comes except for the night watchman. A good host would serve you a nice cup of tea, but right now I really can't, you know? Oh, don't bother. I've had more than enough hospitality since this morning. I have so many questions. Where to start? Thieves broke into your manor? Simply put, someone stole a batch of our merchandise. A few servants saw it happen and said the thief was a wolfling. And I showed up right when they were busy catching wolflings. I guess. Today is just not my day. I can say that. Bloody unlucky. My family makes ink for a living. Under Dad, though, we did more trading than making. Occasionally we process raw ink for clients too. Check these out. These are raw materials for making ink. They're dumped here because we don't need them much these days. So what did they steal? Just ink? Yes, but not just ink. It's Mega Deluxe ink. They stole it when we were adding the finishing touch. How Mega Deluxe could it be? I mean, it's just ink. Well, they stole £30 at the market price. That's worth about half this manor. Fucking expensive ink. Mega Deluxe is an understatement. But it's toes. They accuse me of stealing that kind of ink. I have so many questions. Who's that officer? I don't really have a good look, but the officer back there. He looked like a tigerling. Yep, name's Nightmare, hired by the old chef himself. At this rate, he will be the next sheriff when the old man is promoted. You're rather perceptive for a kid. Am I? How old do you think I am? I'd say about 17 or 18. Eh? Is that a lucky guess or what? I'm 18 years old. You look a bit tender for your age, if you don't mind me saying. I am, haha. Tender not look or not, I must do my homework before taking over the family business. I see. I told you guys that he was 18. But the more I learn, the worse I feel. How so? When I finally take Dad's place, I'll have to do a lot of things I hate, like politics, bribery, getting a wife. Right, you did say something about your dad bribing the police. I know, right? I guess Dad hates it too, but as the head of the household, you do what you gotta do. I was taught that bribery is wrong. Still, there's no such thing as perfect happiness, even for the rich. My brother used to say the police are nothing but damn weasels. Pigs even. I kind of understand why I wanted to leave everything behind now. By doing so, he found his old way of life. May Buddha watch over him. Hey, you're right. Maybe you should start looking forward too. Just leave the past behind. Take down capitalism. You'll be a wise man, young Master Toe. Hehe. I was thinking maybe the officer could count me out since we're both beastlings. Racist. How do I get out? Right now I need to get out of your manor. Can you swim, Wolfie? You could just dive into the moat and swim out. Swimming is not a problem, but a loud splash is. There are police officers outside. If only we had a rope ladder. With that you could slip into water without a sound. Yes, do you have one? I do, although I can't remember where it is. Seriously, is this your home or not? I used to play with my brother in this yard, but that was a lifetime ago. Can't keep track of everything, can I? I'll look around for it before someone comes in. Let's do it together. And Tomato is added to our party. And with that, boys and girls, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And if you have anything that you want to say, please let me know.